It's okay.
Twice. Okay.
Okay.
So, we just came back from seeing The Phantom of the Opera at the Pantages Theatre.
I just want to mention it says something about the fame of a play if they don't have to put the name of it
Just a mask.
on the playbill. Just a mask.
Says something. That
Yeah.
means you're pretty damn famous. Okay, so pros. You can go.
Okay, my first pro. The word epic came to mind at the beginning. I'm sure everyone's familiar with Phantom. The chandelier at the auction is revealed, and it swings out into the audience and lights up and like attacks everybody's.
That
You
has
know,
the dramatic music.
It's
like,
insane.
dun.
That was epic. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. I was so excited. It was great. What else was epic?
Epic vocals. Can I just say, I don't know how they can sing that way. Like, crazy, like, make me want to, like, hurt myself because I can't sing like that. Crazy.
Epic music in general.
Yeah.
Epic costumes. Epic is really the only word we can use
Yeah.
to describe it. Do you want to... Okay, we have a big epic.
Okay, epic Phantom. His name was Tim Martin Gleason. And he really was, like, the star. Like, not only was he the lead, but, like, he was the one that really proved to be a lead, I would say. He was just phenomenal.
It was very interesting because he used to play Raoul, and he played Raoul for like...
most of his acting career.
Yeah.
He's been Raoul in all of it. He's been in only Phantom.
Which is kind of like, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's kind of like a flat character. You know, he doesn't go through much
So it's
change.
nice to see that change.
It's nice to see him in a role that has a lot more
Yeah.
depth to it than Raoul did, and he was amazing. His last major scene was spectacular.
Yeah,
So
great. Okay, cons. Fortunately, we have some more of these. So our first one, I feel so mean because, okay, it's a complaint, I don't know, a criticism of an actress, Trista Moldovan. She's beautiful. She has such an incredible voice. When it comes to her acting abilities, there was no, like, changes in her beats. Like, I couldn't see a difference from when she was changing emotions. It just kind of went, like, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm sad. Like, you know, it didn't change at all.
she didn't ever have the moment on her face where you
she
thought the
realized
thought
it.
process, oh, I'm sad now, which is important because we're not in her head. So, what was one of my cons was that, you know, as many times as I've seen Phantom, I mean, I got the movie when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I watched it like 10 times in 2 days, which is a lot for a 4-hour movie. I still only understand about 60% of the words they're saying. It's one of those things. Like,
I feel like with all opera, you really don't know what's going on most of the time.
it's like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like I know what's going on now because I know the story, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's, you shouldn't guarantee on people knowing the plot
Yeah.
to just let them get away with it. I think like some of the soprano singing is just stupid.
I know the basic, like the song Masquerade. I know that they say masquerade, and that's about it.
It's true. You burnt that first CD in the car, and I was like, we're not listening to this.
Because all we know is masquerade, and then it's like da 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 da.
Another con is I actually felt like it moved too fast,
Yeah.
which I feel is like a weird complaint, but it was like, you know,
especially the relationship between Raul and Christine. It was like all of a sudden they saw each other, and like I feel like there wasn't even a moment where they like decided they were in love. Like I felt like all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, my angel of music."
that's well, okay, yeah, but like also,
She was being so dramatic. I feel,
but also, it was like the thing. It was like she was
like
out of nowhere just with the Phantom, and then out of nowhere with Raoul, and then it was like out of nowhere the Phantom was killing people. It just moved really fast.
Yeah.
Moved really, really fast.
I wish I was able to see their relationships develop a little more. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, other con, the dancers. There's a lot of dancing in this show.
Ballet.
It has a lot of ballet, and I mean they weren't. And it's not like they were bad at the ballet. It's just that they weren't all synchronized at the same time, and so it looked sloppy. And most of the time they were in rehearsals, so that like kind of covered for it, but then it kind of didn't because it still looked sloppy, and this is a performance, and so I felt like it should have been, cleaned up a little more.
I guess the main con we have is the movie did a fine job.
Yeah,
it was exactly the same. Only I liked the movie better because there was a little bit of background on the Phantom's past. It felt like it moved slow enough as far as relationship development without me feeling bored, and I did feel bored occasionally during this production. So the movie just kind of did fine.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different because it's like, do you want to go and see it happen in front of you, or do you want to watch it on your TV?
I know. I appreciate live theater. Anyway.
They were just similar. It's like I could have just stayed home and watched the movie, and it felt like it was the same thing.
Right.
So basically, it was okay. It was pretty even, like pros and cons wise. We would not recommend paying full price for it. So if you're a student, rush that shit.
We got $25.
$25.
Our overall opinion, we decided the words epic mediocrity. Mm-hmm. So there was a lot of stuff that was
really great,
intense, but most of that stuff was money-based. Aside from Sir Tim and his epic phantom abilities.
Yes.
Other than that, though, show closes on Halloween.
So you have a week.
If you want to see it.
If you want to see it. But otherwise, just rent the movie. It's really good.
Ready to spin out?
We're going to spin out.
Your dog is licking the carpet.